Anthony Bourdain once said, "Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable." And here I am, over 24 hours with no sleep, fresh off a 7.5-hour flight, proving him right. Instead of a bed, I chose Brussels, cobblestone streets, rabbit stewed in beer, and more Belgian brews than my liver asked for. It's messy, it's exhausting, and it's exactly why I travel. Sleep can wait. Belgium doesn't. But anyhow, just landed in Brussels, in Belgium, in case you don't know where it is. So thought I'd show you guys how to get from the airport to downtown, or get into the city anyways, using the public transit, which you know I always like to do. They have, just make sure you know which train station you gotta go to, because there seems to be like 3 main train stations that you might end up at, so figure out which one's closest to your hotel. But look for the signs. There's lots and lots of train signs that will direct you over here anyway, somewhere. Yeah, so just look for the thing that looks like a train. Oh look, there's the train schedule. Somehow I have to figure out exactly where I am. But anyways, that's the train logo, so look for that. It's 2 floors down once you get out of customs. And so yeah, just go over here and down the escalators. Alright, so if you're taking escalator, as you come down, you'll see here, oh look, train station. That's clear enough. And so if you download the app, you can get your tickets on the app, or of course there's always the kiosks that you can also get your machine, that you can also get your ticket from. I think it's a little bit cheaper on the app, but if it's too much of a pain in the ass to get all sorted out, then just get it on the thing. So you can always do that. Then you get your ticket over there, and then you run in through there, and then you look and figure out which train you're going on. Since I'm actually, on a rare occasion, I'm actually traveling with someone, because it might actually be cheaper just to grab an Uber from the airport down. So it looks like it'll be like 30 something euros, maybe like 32 euros right now to get into the city. And once again, who knows, depending on what the cost is, I haven't actually checked, but it seems to be about 10 euros to go anywhere. So I figured, you know, for 2 people, my cost is already 20 euros. Might as well save ourselves the hassle and just hop in an Uber. It's only like 30 euros. But so yeah, definitely check that out. If you're traveling with people, it might be cheaper just to hop in an Uber. So if you take the Uber here, you get picked up at the airport somewhere. Just take a look in the app, just telling you what floor you're on, because they told us to go to the 4th floor in the app, but on all the signage it says to go to the 3rd floor. So I don't know what's going on. But either way, check it out, because I've often realized that in a lot of places it's always like that. And I think it's one of those things where they don't really want Uber to be around, so they're trying to like mess with everyone. Or so maybe there's a taxi guild that's going to take them out. You don't want to mess with the taxi guild. But either way, check it out, and I'll let you know how this goes when my Uber finally does arrive in this random parking lot. Just getting a quick jolt of caffeine here at the Damn Good Cafe, which is right behind me. And gonna grab myself a little chocolate croissant here. Let's see how it is. Not bad, not bad. So I'm walking down this looks like a big shopping street. I'm sure it's got a name. I'm sure I recognize it somewhere, but you will see it's got lots and lots of shops. So if you need shopping, this is probably the shopping street that everyone's talking about, that you can kind of walk down and just get whatever random stuff. I mean, it's all like commercial stuff, so if you're looking for like handicrafts or something really fun and wacky, there's probably not the place to do it. But if you need, like, you know, a pair of Nikes or something, but if you've got some time and you're near the main square area, come check it out. So need more caffeine because I've been up for a long time. So and so far the coffee I've had here is pretty good. So I've just been having Americanos, just like an Americano would. So let's see how this Americano is. And I think it comes with some chocolate too. I like in Europe that they do that, where it comes with a cookie or chocolate. Nice. So far the coffee has not disappointed. So far everything is awesome. And yeah, this comes with a little cookie chocolate. Okay, at this spot, it's probably a little bit touristy, but it's kind of fun. It's a place called Lloyd. It's a coffee, it's kind of a cafe-ish, brunch-ish kind of place. I think it's underneath a hotel, but it's kind of a fun vibe. once again, it's close to the palace or the grand or the main square. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's my first day here. I haven't slept all night, so I'm still a little bit out of it. But if you, all right. So I ordered the salmon gravlax. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but open. So they do a lot of open space sandwiches here, so that's kind of fun. But it looked very healthy. I feel like hell, so I just felt like something healthy. So I thought, hey, let's go with this, and we'll see where it takes us. All right, thumbs up. I forgot to put some of this dill sauce on. I do like the salmon's not overpowering. Yeah, if you like smoked salmon or something like that, you'll enjoy this. So, about to hit a walking tour right now in Brussels. It's one of the free ones. It's called Legends, and it actually comes pretty highly rated, so I thought I'd check it out. There I am, and so this should be interesting. But you meet in the main sort of square here. I think the palace is over there too. There's like City Hall and all this other stuff. But yeah, no, it's come highly recommended. I'll let you guys know how it is. Just look for the guy in the big red umbrella. If you're ever in Brussels, take a look. The building, the town hall, is not very symmetrical. The right side is a little bit shorter than the left side. Apparently that's due to an architectural error. So yeah, kind of fun. And it's actually also the only medieval, or one of the only medieval buildings that are here, because other buildings got burned down and did not survive. So fun fact, fun fact. Oh look, I just happened to be here for a wedding. They're dressed like medieval people. Fun. Yeah. No. Although I'm told it's not traditional that people dress up in a medieval garb for it, but they just want a medieval themed wedding, so that's kind of fun. Alright, so we are getting close to the Menikipis. Everyone goes completely bonkers over this little boy peeing. Let's see whether or not we can get anywhere near him. Although, what's going on here? It's like a weird festival. I don't know what's going on.
So I propose that we go like there. Yeah? So we have everyone.
Just So this is the Jannikidpis, which is the female piss statue here in Belgium. So check that out. And she was invented.
Publicity stunt that worked.
Yes, exactly. Jannikidpis, the publicity stunt that worked. So the guy that. So yeah, they did this to drive more traffic into the restaurants and bars, and sure enough, it did just that. So. Alright, enough of that, because it gets very crowded there. I'm at the Hoxton in Brussels, and so here's a little bit of a room tour. It's kind of funky. I like the aesthetic of this place. It's very sort of like a retro sort of theme going on. Along with some industrial cement, pretty cool. But yeah, it's a nice spot, and I've got myself here a room on the corner. So look, these windows just wrapping around my soul. So fun, fun, fun. And cool TV just kind of floating around there. Nice good sized bed. I wonder, is this one of those where the middle is weird? No, it's actually like a proper, you know, because sometimes in Europe I find oftentimes they will toss two like twin beds together to make one, and then you end up, you know, accidentally falling into the crack in the middle if you go in there. So that's interesting. So that's good. It's a proper bed, and I like, like I said, everything is like these old-timey sort of, or these things that look like the old-timey electronics, like the fake rotary phone here. That's actually buttons, of course, but I like that. Nice touch. And clever of them here. Instead of actually having to build a closet, you've got these going on here, so that's fun. And of course, if you're ever in your room, make sure you deadbolt and put that little latch on just in case. Always, it's you know, usually pretty safe, but who knows. And the restroom, the toilets over in the shower, nice. That's very, very nice. It's pretty spacious actually. It's big. The room's bigger than I thought it would be for Europe, and so yeah. Pretty nice space so far. Like I said, so far I'm loving the hotel, but I just arrived, so I'll let you guys know how I feel about it otherwise. But yeah, let's see. Everyone calls Belgium or Brussels, Belgium, the most boring country in Europe, and so let's see whether or not it lives up to its fame. Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Already, I mean, I've just kind of been wandering about, and I've had a lot of fun so far. So you know what? I think it can be boring if you want it to be boring. But any place you don't want it to be boring, there's always a way to have some fun. Alright, so I am at the Fin de Siècle. Partially because I have no reservations and I'm trying to get in somewhere. But I've heard that it's supposed to be alright. So it's a combination of like traditional Belgian cuisine and a little bit of Middle Eastern influence. But it's a fun place. But I thought today I would start with this Goes Boon. It's a sour Belgian beer, so it looked really fun. I do enjoy my sour beers, and today is a very hot day, so it's like 31 degrees Celsius, which is probably in the 90s for my American friends in terms of Fahrenheit, and it's very refreshing on a hot day. And it's not normally this hot here in Europe in general, or Belgium, so, but anyways, this is the place. Lots and lots of fun. And I ordered the rabbit. I feel a little bit bad for it, but rabbit's delicious, and rabbit's one of the traditional dishes here in Belgium, and so I gotta give it a try. So let's see what happens. Here is my rabbit dish. And I still do feel a little bit guilty eating this, but it's supposed to be absolutely fabulous. I believe it's supposed to be like lean chunks of the rabbit meat in a gravy that I believe is made traditionally with some sour beer in it, which will pair nicely with the sour beer that I've already ordered. And I guess it's got like mashed potatoes on it or something going on like that. So either way, it should be interesting. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna feel really, really guilty eating this, I think, but that's life. Alright. Got a little piece of the rabbit here, and let's see how it goes. This is so good. Oh my god. Let's see how the mashed potatoes. Get some gravy on that. Mashed potatoes are very nice and creamy as well. But wow, this rabbit is out of control. Like, it's just so tender. The sauce is delicious. The gravy. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, I feel really, really bad that I'm eating a cute little bunny rabbit, but they shouldn't have made bunny rabbits this delicious if they didn't want me to eat them. So look at how tender that is. Look at how tender that is. Somehow, like I said, rabbit's already good. Somehow they've made it even better. So well done. I can see why it's a traditional dish. And if you can get around the fact that you're eating a cute furry bunny rabbit, eat this. Dip it in the gravy. You won't regret it. It's delicious. Oh my god. Your tarte tatin? And my mousse de sésame, which is, I guess, like a sesame mousse.
I'm just waiting for the next really big thing to go. You know what I mean? I think that's my problem with this house.
Very nice and light.
I don't want it to be an emotional decision, but I'm starting to feel like it is. This is my point. Come home and enjoy your house. Enjoy feeling like that comfortable.
That's it. If you're a fan of mousses, you'll like it. Alright, so just finished up here at Fin de Siècle. Absolutely amazing. Lots of noise. It's a little bit noisy in there, but it is a fun time. It is this little spot. There's also patio spots out there, so if you want to do that, you can do that as well. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it around over here. Make sure no one's trying to kill me. Sometimes they try to kill me, but yeah, that's Fin de Siècle. Delicious food. Like I said, I highly recommend the rabbit. The beef was pretty good too. The beef stew, the flesh stew. But yeah, salut. How's it going? But yeah. But that rabbit was out of control, and I totally understand. I felt so guilty ordering it. I felt so guilty eating it, but it was so freaking good. And also, like I said, the meat was so tender and flavorful, and that gravy on it was just chef's kiss. So just, and it's a traditional dish. So when in Rome, or in this case, when in Brussels, gotta respect the traditional local dishes. So we'll just keep eating. Well, let's keep eating. And tell me if you've had rabbit and how do you feel? Alright, me in Brussels, and all I hear is like bass, and I'm like, what's going on there? Is there some kind of like outdoor music festival or something? I don't know. Yeah, and people getting drunk. There's some kind of like, oh, actually, the bass isn't on right now, but the bass was like thumping. Yeah, there you go. Damn. That's, yeah, it's just kind of funny to hear something like that going on in the city, because normally it's not that loud, or maybe, I don't know, I'm just hallucinating. But yeah, who knew Belgium was this much fun? But look, art. Yes, Brussels. Everyone knows Portland as being a little bit weird. Brussels is a little bit weird, or Belgium in general, which is fun. I like their quirky sense of humor. All right, that's another side. I was hoping I could see it better, but maybe it's not more. Maybe it's actually more backlit. I don't know.